How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Average Wrestling Podcast. Oh, jeez.
Oh, wow.
How's it going? Welcome to the Below Average Wrestling Podcast. I got distracted.
It is a long
World Series.
It is a long one. That's what she said. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's John up in here. And we come Mike. In sad way because of what the news we did get. Yeah,
I mean, you know, right off the bat, Roman Reigns' news. This was unexpected. It was sad, and it was I don't know. It was just so many emotions I was feeling. So for those people who don't know, on Monday night, Roman Reigns came out dressed as Roman Reigns. You know, not dressed as Roman Reigns, dressed up as a regular dude.
As Joe.
He came out and he announced to the world that he has leukemia. His leukemia is back. He was battling leukemia for 11 years. He, luckily it went to remission, which means it just goes into, just kind of pauses pretty much. And it is back. So those of you who don't know what leukemia is like blood cancer, pretty much. You know, I mean, there's I guess there could be more details on the type of leukemia and stuff like that. But, and just generally leukemia is pretty much just blood cancer.
Yeah.
So it is a form of cancer. Yeah, man. I think I might have watched it first because I think I immediately texted you.
Yeah, you told me that it was sad.
I was like, bro.
I was expecting that's something else. I thought somebody else died. I don't know. I thought somebody died, actually.
Okay.
But I was like, damn, well, I got to watch it. But it's very sad. It sucks because he's in the peak of his career.
He is.
And I'm sure this was going to be a long reign of the title. But unfortunately, this has happened and he has to step away and get better. The crazy thing is now that everything changes.
It does. And we'll get to that about what happens next, I guess you can say. But yeah, I mean, I was not going to watch Raw, to be honest with you.
Oh.
I was not going to watch Raw. I was watching the World Series, and I'm watching it right now too. Was it the World Series? No. What the hell was I watching? Raw was on Monday. Yesterday I watched the World Series. Well, what the hell was I watching on Monday? Oh, that's right. I was watching a special on the MLB Network about the World Series. That's what I was watching. I was watching something on the MLB Network about the World Series, and he's out. There we go. I was watching something on Monday about the network on the MLB Network. Sorry, I'm a little distracted with the game going on right now too. I was watching the MLB Network, and I was not gonna watch Raw. And then my brother texted me. He was like, "Hey, you should put on Raw. I heard a rumor that Roman Reigns is injured."
Oh, okay.
I was like, Roman Reigns is injured. I was like, oh damn, that's pretty big. Yeah. So then I immediately turned on Raw. I might have missed maybe the first minute. I wasn't like it was like immediately. And then he's out there with his regular clothes and he's just kind of addressing the audience in a very, as Joe.
Yeah.
Like he said, his name is Joe and stuff like that. And we've had 2 days now to kind of think about this and how we feel. Like at that moment, I was in shock. My wife was cooking and she ran over here. She was like, "Did I just hear him just is this legit?" I was like, "There's no way WWE is gonna play with this, especially with all those, they have breast cancer awareness month.
They have a lot of.
They have all these things about trying to help out. They're not gonna mess around with something that's serious. Cancer affect It's crazy. They're not gonna mess around with something like that, something as serious as cancer.
Yeah.
Not for a storyline.
Yeah.
So then I was like, no, this has to be legit. And the fact that he hit it for 11 years and was, able to accomplish so much, and during remission, I mean, it just goes to show how crazy. I mean, this guy is amazing.
Yeah, he's strong and he beat it, and of course we hope that he can do it again.
Yeah.
It just sucks because he's young. He's young. He's
dude.
very young.
He's super
peak
young
in his career. So, I don't know, man. I feel like I was thinking the other day, it's like being at the top of your job, technically.
Yeah.
And you're at the peak, you're making the most you can do. And then something comes along that it doesn't let you do your job anymore.
Yeah.
And that's crazy, man.
And if anything, I mean, I was on Twitter yesterday. And sometimes, I've told you before, I was like, I love Twitter. But then sometimes I absolutely hate Twitter.
Yeah.
And this is one of those times where I absolutely hate Twitter, where there's actually legit people being okay with this.
Yeah, they're happy.
And I was like, dude, like, separate the damn wrestler, man.
Yeah.
Separate, regardless of how you feel, how they're booking Roman Reigns. This guy has a daughter and has a wife and has families. He's a normal person. He takes off that Roman Reigns outfit, he goes home and he's Joe. And it's like, how stupid can you be to confuse those things?
No, some people just don't care, and that just
it's ridiculous, and that really pissed me off. I'm like, okay, that's enough Twitter for me today, because I was like, this is dumb. But I don't know, man. It really just hit me because I think at one point of our lives, all of us know somebody near us that is battling cancer.
Yeah.
Last year, I think it was last year, my cousin died of cancer.
My grandma died of cancer too.
Yeah, and my grandma died of cancer. My grandma died of cancer as well. So it's you always know somebody who died of cancer or is battling cancer. My wife's aunt is battling cancer right now. She's going through chemo. So you see the picture. She shaved her head, blah blah, just because it was gonna knock off her hair anyways. So my wife's aunt is going through chemo right now, so she's battling cancer. Yeah. So it's everybody knows somebody who's either battling cancer, who was taken because of cancer, and it's just really like it really put things into like, man, like some of us like I don't know, man. Some of us take life for granted, and this guy had cancer, had leukemia, and it went to remission, and he accomplished so much in 11 years. It's like, man, what do we have as an excuse sometimes? You kind of. No,
I know. Sometimes it makes you just reflect on your life. It just makes you
reflect on your life. It really does, and stuff like that. And man, like, I don't know, man. Prayers for sure go out to Roman Reigns and his family, Joe, his family, because this is he's in for the battle of his life. That's for damn sure. He's in for the toughest battle of his life, but that dude's a strong ass motherfucker, dude. He's gonna
do good, man. We pray that everything goes well and he has a quick recuperation. We get to see him soon. So,
man. Well, getting those emotions, because man, I was feeling all these type of emotions on Monday.
It was sad, man.
It was super sad. Like I said, we've had some time to reflect and to think about it and stuff like that. And it's been a couple of days now. But now, what happens now? What does WWE do? What do we do moving forward as the biggest star in wrestling right now, or at least in WWE, is gone, and he's going to be gone for a long time. I mean, this is not an easy battle. This is something that's going to be gone, and he's going to, he's going to have to go through chemo. He's going to lose muscle. He's going to lose this. So even if he beats it, a year or whatever like that,
he still has to prepare,
come back and get in ring shape and get, muscles back, and health comes first. His health is going to come first. And I'm thinking there's no way we're seeing him before like 2 years or anything like that.
Yeah.
There's just no way. And that's not like, oh, he can't do it. I mean, absolutely. But it's just, after seeing people battle with cancer and stuff like that, it takes its toll on you, and it takes its time. So, what's next for the WWE? And we did get a little preview of some of the things that they're just trying to do moving forward, which is one, turning Elias babyface. That was one of the things that I don't know, did you see that?
I didn't get to see Elias.
Okay, they turned him babyface pretty much.
How?
Okay,
I didn't get to see it.
You didn't get to see it? So he finished, I thought he was going to go into a bigger program with Apollo Crews. I think that was the original plan, if you want to be honest with you. He beat Apollo Crews pretty quickly. It was a decent match on Monday. I mean, not pretty quickly. It was pretty fast, though. So he got, so pretty much they kind of like, okay, that's it with that. And then, he was going to do another performance, but he was interrupted by Baron Corbin. So then that's when they kind of both started fighting into each other.
I saw that part, that he hit Baron Corbin
with the guitar. And he got a loud pop because of that. So that kind of,
I saw that part.
And so then there's that, turning Elias babyface. It looks like Strowman might be turning babyface, pretty much gonna be babyface now. It looks like
so I think the push is gonna go towards Strowman. Mm-hmm. I think it's gonna be an early push. I know that I'm sure they were gonna push him later on, but since he's literally the next guy up,
and he was getting good reactions too before they decided to turn him heel.
Yeah, he
was getting good reactions. But they got that. I'm hearing they're gonna do some NXT call-ups, which they already had planned to do NXT call-ups, but they had planned to do them late November.
Okay.
Now it looks like they might just be kind of hurrying them up and making these call-ups. I would say maybe as soon as Crown Jewel's over, which is what next is Crown Jewel next week? Supposed to be next week.
This Sunday.
This Sunday's Evolution.
And then I think the week after that is Crown Jewel.
Yeah. So it could see that we could see some NXT call-ups pretty soon, and then we get a heel turn from Dean Ambrose. So then there's a.
I don't think there was gonna be a heel turn.
I didn't either.
But I think because of the whole Roman thing, they have to break up the Shield. Even though they won the titles.
Yeah.
It's confusing.
This is the problem with how I felt about Raw. I guess if you want to move up a little bit on Raw, it was just such a bombshell that I couldn't focus. I couldn't find myself entertained or invested in Raw after that part. You know what I mean? Like it really just hit hard.
Yeah.
Like it hit hard. Like I was just sitting there and I was just like, damn. And then my wife and I started talking, and then we just like, we just started talking about life and just like how quickly things can change for you. Sometimes you're on top, then just crap comes and just pulls the rug out of your feet, and what do you do now and stuff like that. So I think once that whole thing, once Roman's announcement hit, I couldn't focus, dude. Yeah. So I felt like the heel turn could have, at least to me, it could have impacted me a lot better if it was done a different time. Like I said, a lot of
people had mixed emotions about it.
Yeah.
A lot of people were saying it was a perfect time. A lot of people were saying that it's not right that they did it then.
Yeah. I don't know about the morally part, if it was right or wrong. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, like you said, like the show has to go on in a way. I mean, I'm sure Roman wouldn't want it any other way. I think he's like, hey, you know what?
They even said that. Actually.
Yeah, I mean, he's like, hey, I'm gonna go kick cancer's ass, but in the meantime, you guys gotta keep putting on a show. So it's so I don't know about the morally part. Like, was it cheap or what is it? Whatever. I don't know about that. I don't know if I don't know how I feel about that. I just think that the bombshell was just so big to me, and I just felt like it affected.
Well, believe it or not, Raw to me was a blur. That's why
exactly.
I don't really
it was a blur.
Remember much of it.
And I watched Raw completely, and it was a blur to me. I didn't watch SmackDown yesterday at all from beginning to end because I was watching the World Series. But I watched Raw from beginning to end, and I completely agree with you. It was a blur to me. I don't remember much.
The whole Raw was kind of everywhere in a way because of that. I feel like they actually just found out not too long ago, and they had a little bit to plan Raw. I think they found out during the weekend or something. It must have been during the weekend. Some test results must have come in and be like, hey, you know what? It's back and stuff like that. So from what I understand, from what I read, at least in some of the dirt sheets, there was about anywhere from 8 to 10 people that knew about it. Oh, okay.
The announcers apparently did not know about it. So
also not a lot of people
knew about it. From what I read in the dirt sheets, it's about 8 to 10 people knew,
and it's maybe just up there,
and obviously executives and stuff like that. So there was just a group of people that knew about this, and he had to go and deliver that. And which is why it caught everybody by surprise and everybody. I feel like
shock. That's why Dean,
even the talent,
that they were crying. You saw that they were crying. That's crazy, man.
Even the talent. Actually, that's surprising. I thought he would have told Dean and Rollins, because Rollins was just bawling, man, bawling, and you just feel it for them, man. These guys are all brothers. You know what I mean? They all travel together. They all work together. They're all colleagues and stuff like that. And even I saw the video. If you haven't watched it on WWE, the YouTube one, they put it on YouTube.
The backstage
one.
I saw part of it.
Yeah, it's on YouTube if you guys haven't watched it. But man, it's crazy because it's even Strowman was hugging him. Everybody's posting stuff about it because it's, dude, wrestling and this fake thing and all that stuff, it's one thing, man. But this is just real life, and these are real people, man.
This is real people. They shit just like us.
We have shit on the Roman Reigns character millions and millions of times. Yeah. We have, but it's on the Roman Reigns character, and I think we're pretty savvy enough to know and to distinguish that he is playing a character, and then he has a real life,
of course,
life.
Of course, but some people don't.
Some people
don't distinguish that. So it's But like we said, our prayers, holding prayers to him and his family.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like Raw was a blur. We can go over it, but
let's
I don't
go
really
over
remember
it
much. I'm sure we're gonna do like in less than 5 minutes.
Yeah, let's go over it. So yeah, obviously Raw starts off with Roman Reigns' announcement. We already talked about that. But now it's they needed to change Crown Jewel and what was going to happen with Crown Jewel in the main event. It was supposed to be a triple threat match, but now it's going to just be Braun Strowman versus Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship. So they just decided to do one-on-one. Instead of maybe do some type of tournament or do some type of other things that they would have done. This probably was the safest choice.
Yeah, I don't see him doing anything else.
Yeah, this is probably the safest choice. And to be honest with you, why would they even do a tournament or anything crazy like that when, if the main guy goes down, they're going to give the belt to either Brock or Braun. You know what I mean? They were not going to be like, hey,
I hope it's not
Balor's
Brock.
getting the belt. They're not going to do something like that.
I hope it's not Brock.
I hope it's not Brock neither. But I could definitely see WWE just punching us in the gut and telling us, yeah, it's Brock.
Yeah, I hope, next up in line was Braun, so I hope that it is Braun.
I think it's going to be Braun. I think they want to keep it on a baby face, and Braun's going to be the baby face now. I think it's going to be Strowman for sure. Anyways, but we will have that. Oh, you know what? We have to do our Evolution predictions as well. So I'm gonna find that real quick. Actually, I'll find it after we're done with our Raw and SmackDown stuff. The first match of the night, Finn Balor versus a heel Bobby Roode. He defeated Bobby Roode.
Bobby Roode.
Bobby Lashley. Sorry,
Bobby Lashley's heel right now.
Yeah, Bobby Lashley's working heel. So, my brother and I, we were texting during this match, and we were texting all night. We just couldn't really get into the show. As much as we tried, we couldn't get into the show. So I was texting, and my brother was like, "Hey, you know what? Let me see if I can find a text." But he was like, "Hey, you know what? I'm starting to really not like what's his face, Leo Rush."
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he was like, "I'm starting not to like. I gotta get past all these World Series texts that we were doing." What is it? Let's see. Oh, neighbor with his dog. What is he? Oh, this Leo Rush is annoying the shit out of me. He was texting.
He is a little annoying,
and I was like,
I think it's all right.
And well, I was like, you know what? I told him, I was like, I think that's the point. I think that's the point of his character, but it's getting to a channel changing status, which is dangerous territory, because I was legitimately like.
He talks to the match, right?
Yeah.
That's annoying.
And it's super annoying. And I was so close to just changing the channel. Like, so close. And I was like, you know what? I understand that his characters try to be annoying, to try to be, like, whatever. But they're walking, through dangerous waters with this, because it's I was so close to changing the channel. And I don't even know if I would have gone back, to be honest with you. There was just other things on TV, and the whole Roman thing just bummed me out. And it's just, I don't even think if I would have gone back, to be honest with you. So they got to be careful with that. Like I said, everything was just like a blur, dude. So I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember this match, but Finn Balor pinned Lashley with the roll up.
Yeah. So Ruby Riott defeated Sasha Banks. Oh my God, ice cream! That thing is loud. I don't
remember, but
dude, I don't remember none of this. And I definitely don't remember the next segment. Triple H and Shawn Michaels cut a promo on how they'll beat Kane and Undertaker at Crown Jewel.
It was annoying, bro. I saw part of it. I just can't take him serious anymore.
Yeah, I think last week we talked about how
I couldn't watch the Undertaker one, bro.
Yeah, I think we've talked about how we feel about it. But yeah, I mean, so far, everything's been a blur to us on Raw.
Paul Heyman's promo was good.
Paul Heyman's promo was really good. I really liked it as well. But then Paul Heyman gets interrupted by Strowman. So Paul Heyman has nothing but nice things to say about Roman Reigns. And again, you separate the character with the real life person, and I think this is what's going on. You know what I mean? It's a real life person, whatever. Roman Reigns' character will be back eventually, and we can hate the character all we want when he comes back. You know what I mean? But right now, it's the person needs people, and these, like I said, these are his colleagues, so he put him over big time. Great promo by Paul Heyman. But then he immediately, okay, you know what? He just kind of started moving towards Crown Jewel. And, Brock Lesnar's going to defeat Strowman, blah, blah, blah. So then Strowman interrupts and threatens Heyman. But then McIntyre comes out and attacks Strowman out with the Claymore. Yeah.
It's gonna be Strowman, and then you're going to see McIntyre.
I like it. I think it's cool. I think McIntyre is good. I like him a lot. Elias defeated Apollo Crews. Like I said, this was just a match to just kind of end. I guess you can say end this feud. I think they were. I think the idea was for this
quick feud.
Yeah, I think the idea was for them to feud though. I don't know. I could be wrong.
But maybe they turned them because since there's a babyface gone,
yeah,
they need another babyface, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. I think so too. They had to do a lot of shifting and stuff.
That's kind of even it out or something, I guess. You could say.
But yeah. So then Elias defeats Apollo Crews, but then after the match, Elias wants to continue to sing, but then he's interrupted by Baron Corbin. And then Elias attacks Baron Corbin with the guitar to a huge applause. So yeah, he got a massive pop for that. So, this babyface thing is going to be interesting, I guess. But I like it. I think if anybody should have turned babyface, it probably should have been him. He gets some of the loudest reactions.
How is he?
But he gets some of the biggest heat too.
How is he gonna get reactions from the crowd now? Is he compliment the crowd?
He's gonna have to compliment the crowd. Yeah.
Well, we'll see.
I don't know.
We'll see how they play it.
I don't know. We'll see. But Baron Corbin is a perfect person to go against because nobody likes Baron Corbin.
Nobody likes Baron Corbin.
Ronda Rousey and Nikki Bella signed the contract. Ronda, I do remember this one a little bit, to be honest with you. Ronda promises that she wouldn't hurt Bella during the conference and didn't attack even after Nikki Bella slapped her in the face. But Rousey did promise to end the Bella at Evolution. So I remember we talked about this and saying, hey, you know what? This gained a little momentum like 2 weeks ago or something like that.
I feel like it's falling off.
It fell off the wagon.
It's just because of everything that happened. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Everything that happened in the beginning, that just killed the rest of the show.
Just killed the flow, yeah. It I don't know, man.
Because I wasn't that excited of this match, bro, that I didn't even pay attention to the last match.
I didn't pay attention to
other than Lita and Trish Stratus attack Alexa Bliss and Mickie James backstage, including throwing into the dreaded clangly poles.
Clangy. Oh yeah, the drapes, the poles that hold the drapes. Yeah. But before that, there was a fatal 4-way. Ember Moon defeated.
Did I skip that much?
You skipped over it, dude. Before that, Ember Moon defeated Dana Brooke, Tamina, and Nia Jax. So Ember Moon pinned Tamina after the Eclipse.
Hey,
don't remember. Man, it's so
but
crazy.
This is just hyping up the Evolution.
It is. So then we get to the main event. I think it is the main event. Yes, the main event. So the Raw Tag Team Championship match between Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose versus Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler. So the match, like I said, whatever I remember, it was pretty good. I think it was pretty good, the little bit I remember. So then you get Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose defeating Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler to become the new Raw Tag Team Champions. They're celebrating, but after the match, Ambrose turns on Rollins and beats the hell out of him for a heel turn. What do you think about this thing?
I think that this was kind of like out of impulse.
Okay, yeah.
Like the decision because of once again, the Roman thing. Is the thing. Roman gone changes a lot of things because he was involved in a lot of situations and stuff like that. So there's no point of having just two members of the Shield. And I know they were trying to push the Shield thing.
Yeah, again,
they were. So it's better for them to just tear it up. But I don't know why they did it after they won the tag team championship.
Yeah,
I don't know how that's going to
I agree that they should have just teared it up. I just don't know if they should have teared it up so soon. But again, like I said, I mean,
WWE is known to do shit like this.
They are.
So it's after giving you terrible news, we're gonna destroy the best dynasty that there is. The best day that the main dude goes down.
Yeah,
that's what WWE does. So I don't know what's gonna happen with the titles.
Yeah, that's gonna be an interesting scenario, to be honest with you. I mean, now they're champions, but Ambrose turned on him. So yeah, you're right. I don't know what's gonna happen with the titles. I don't know how I don't know, man. I think like I said, like I talked about in the beginning of the show, it didn't really hit me. It didn't impact me. I feel like it would have done more some other time. I don't know.
I don't know how to feel. Well, we're literally just gonna have to wait till Monday.
Yeah.
And the thing is that Monday they're gonna focus on Evolution.
Yeah, the
well, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. But I mean, don't get me wrong. Ambrose heel turn is something that we've all wanted, and
it didn't get maybe it wasn't on the right time. Maybe next Monday would have been better.
Sure,
people would have gotten this crazy reaction.
Yeah. So exactly. You know what I mean? So I think that's how I felt. Where it was like, we knew Ambrose was going to turn heel, and we wanted Ambrose to turn heel. Everyone wants Ambrose to turn heel. I want Ambrose to turn heel. It's just that yesterday's thing was just such a big shocker, and it was just a real life event. It wasn't a storyline event. It was nothing like that. It was a real life event that this person's going to be battling and stuff like that. And it was just such a draining moment. You know what I mean? Like it just removed me from the moment, removed me from the show.
Yeah.
So for them to try to do something big like that, I didn't really
no
care.
me afectó, güey.
Yeah, it didn't affect me. Yeah, it didn't affect me. I didn't care. You know, I didn't care. I was too concerned about the whole Roman thing.
I don't even want to talk about Raw anymore.
About Raw? So, no. I'm just saying that.
No, that's it didn't. Bro.
Yeah.
I
love Ambrose, and I wanted Ambrose to heel.
When you told me about, you said, "Oh, and is there interesting ending?"
Oh yeah.
I blurred out the last match.
Yeah.
And like I ended up knowing that he turned on Instagram.
Really?
And I was reading the comments, and I still haven't watched where he turned.
It's right here, dude. Check it out, man.
Hey, technology.
Let me see if I can post.
Ooh.
Yeah, he did.
He did the dirty deeds.
He did the dirty deeds on him. Yeah, it was. But then it was like a complete beatdown of him.
Oh, after that.
And he did another dirty deeds outside, but he removed the mat, and he did it on the cement.
Oh, okay.
So that was pretty brutal. And the way Rollins takes it is pretty brutal. He just kind of keeps his head down there, and he just kind of like, look at the position that he's at, like that.
Oh, okay.
And it looked even way worse on the cement. It looked like, I was like, damn, that thing must have cracked his skull.
It's always good when
somebody sells it.
The other person sells it well.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm happy that Ambrose is heel. I like him as a heel. He's probably gonna be one of the biggest heels in the company. Just don't know if it was the right day.
Yeah.
Maybe, like you said, maybe this following Monday would have been better.
I could already see him wrestling against Rollins for the title.
Oh yeah. Moving on to SmackDown. I didn't watch it at all, dude. At all.
I was stupid lit when I watched SmackDown last night.
Oh, this is gonna be an interesting run through here.
Very, very high last night. I was very enjoying.
You're like, oh yeah.
Show.
So the New Day fought. The gummy bears.
I was watching it with a friend, and I was explaining to them the wrestling.
Okay.
It was hilarious, bro. But but it was somewhat of a blur now. But I don't remember the recap with the Big Show.
Okay, what
is that?
I don't know. WWE recap. Okay, so they showed a video package. I'm assuming. Yeah. So then Kofi Kingston, looks like he called out the Big Show and the Bar and said he wanted to fight with one of them tonight. So then Kofi Kingston versus Big Show ended in a all-out brawl.
There wasn't a match. There was supposed to be a match, but I don't think there was a match.
Okay.
Was there?
It doesn't look like it.
Yeah. They just all went crazy. So I think now there's a I don't know if it's not a crown jewel, is it? That they're fighting, all three of them, but it's a title match.
Oh, okay.
So they added the Big Show to the Bar.
Okay.
And they're still gonna put the titles on
the line.
I think so. That's kind of weird.
It is weird.
But that's what I heard. I don't know. Don't quote me because I don't. That's what I heard. Then again, I was high, so we were high. We gotta look it up.
You could have been like, it was a New Day versus a Gummy Bears. Yeah, dude, what a great match, dude. New Day versus some Gummy Bears, dude. It was a fantastic match.
Bro, I know what I watched. I was just a little extra happy.
Then we get the Usos versus AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan again. And they defeated them again. They defeated AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan after Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles just couldn't get along after Styles accidentally hit the Pele kick on Bryan. The Usos were able to connect with the super kick before hitting the splash for the victory.
Did you watch this?
No, I didn't watch nothing on SmackDown.
The Charlotte and Becky, the shot angle at the Performance Center.
I saw a little bit of this on social media.
It was basically Charlotte was in front of a bunch of
NXT girls, right?
Probably, I'm sure the NXT people or like just people that are in the performance center. She was just explaining her story and everything. Okay. And Becky Lynch just fucking barges in with the fucking title, bro, saying, just fucking telling her, I'm supposed to be here. I'm the champ. I'm supposed to keep giving this, and then they just start fucking going at it. That's what it was. It was at first I thought it was cheesy. Okay. But then once it's just Becky Lynch makes it better.
She does. Becky Lynch makes it a lot better.
She came in there just like a straight bitch. She's like, what the fuck? Technically, what the fuck are you doing here? I'm the champion. I'm supposed to be giving this shit.
But you know what? That's the cool Becky Lynch, though. The one where she could be like a straight bitch like that. Yeah. I actually really like it. You know, where she's not, I mean, dude, I don't know, man. They've been booking her, as much criticism as I gave them in the beginning of the heel turn, they've been booking her a lot better now, where it hasn't been like a full-blown heel. She's just been like a in-betweener character, which is really good. You know, so she doesn't go like she started off as they were gonna go full heel on her. They were gonna, she was talking shit about the crowd and blah blah blah. They were gonna go full heel on her when they started. Then they stopped, and then she stopped talking.
She's like right in the middle.
Exactly.
What is that? You say that
the tweener,
the tweener.
Yeah. And
she likes Twinkies.
That. She likes. I do too, and I prefer that.
Te gusta el Twinkie.
Rusev defeated Aiden English. Oh, jeez, John. Are you high right now?
No.
Oh, okay.
But Rusev defeated Aiden English via submission. It was whatever, bro.
Okay. I didn't watch.
Rusev Mashka.
The Miz hosted Rey Mysterio on Miz TV. Mysterio and Miz jabbed at each other on who will win the World Cup at Crown Jewel. Miz attacked Mysterio, who set him up for the 619 before he rolled out of the ring. So then we get a match between Rey Mysterio and The Miz, who Rey Mysterio defeated The Miz after
decent match.
Was it a decent match? I actually regret not watching this match, but again, I was watching the World Series and
you should go back. It's not bad. It's Rey Mysterio. It's just it was good. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, and then we get a tag match between Asuka and Naomi against Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. Broke down to a mini battle royal when all the opponents from the Evolution battle royal hit the ring. Asuka was the lone woman left standing.
Oh yeah, this was kind of like a push for Evolution. And
then Randy Orton and Jeff Hardy versus Jeff Hardy. What is it? Randy Orton defeated Jeff Hardy via pinfall.
It was not a bad match, bro.
Really?
Actually, this was... I remember saying... We were sitting on the couch and I finished watching it. And I was like... This was not a bad match. Really? And I even clapped.
You clapped?
I clapped. He did the whole ear thing. He tried to fucking
Your friend must have think you were a big-time loser after clapping.
Bro, I was like, yes.
Praise the Lord, yes. Dude, oh, jeez. Okay, I was looking for the matches for...
And he beat him fair and square.
Oh, fair and square?
Yeah.
Okay. SmackDown, though. What did you think about SmackDown?
Well, I liked it better than Raw just because of the whole situation that happened. It's not... I don't think Raw was to like this past Monday. I feel like it was somewhat of a blur. I can't really rate it. It just sucks what happened. And... hopefully next Monday we can get back on track.
Get back on track. And I think that's what it is. I think everything just hit us as like a bomb that it just really threw us off and just really not put us in the mood, to be honest with you. Like that's how I felt. I felt like not in the mood to watch it, and I was just kind of bummed out and stuff like that. And like you said, it's life goes on and stuff. And next Monday will be better.
I think so because the whole Evolution, everything's gonna be popping, and I'm sure they're gonna try to feud at least whatever time they got Lesnar and
Braun. Yeah,
but other than that, it was cool, man. Of course I like SmackDown a little more. I got to see Rey Mysterio wrestle, so it was cool.
I might have forgotten. I don't think I mentioned it to you last week. Oh no, but I just found out last week. Hang on. WWE's coming.
When?
SmackDown on the 11th, December 11th. SmackDown is coming.
I was just telling them too. I was like, they're all like, it must be live when you go in the place. I was like, yes, it is.
Wait, is your friend gonna go? I
told them I was like, we should go. Because I was explaining to her how it really depends on the city that they're in.
Yeah, it does. It really does.
The different. I was like, Chicago is a good city to be in.
New York,
New York. Sometimes LA is a good.
Overseas is usually good, like UK.
I was like, here in Vegas is cool, but it's not as hyped as it is there. But if everybody around you is hyped, it's hyped.
It's hyped.
Yeah. And it's mostly everybody there's excited to go. I was just explaining to him that my dad had never been to it.
Oh yeah.
And I had never seen my dad as excited as he did, like screaming and telling everybody, talking shit and stuff like that. So it was cool. Live events are awesome.
I
think we should go.
Oh man,
we should plan it out, bro.
I don't know, man. It's because the thing is, it's during Christmas time, man, and it sucks because all my money goes to Christmas.
We would have
gifts,
to get them super duper early, like now.
Yeah, exactly. I think they're already on sale and stuff like that. But I don't know, man. It's SmackDown. SmackDown would be the one coming over.
That's not bad, bro.
No, it's not. I went to SmackDown last year. I liked it a lot. They had the title changed there with the New Day.
Ray is on SmackDown, so I think I'm gonna have to go.
Brian's also wrestling now again.
So yeah, I might. I don't
think my wife's ever seen Rey Mysterio wrestle. So
I have never seen him wrestle.
You've never seen him wrestle?
No.
Oh, I've seen him wrestle plenty of times. So I don't think my wife's seen him wrestle. So I would.
So it's gonna be on a Tuesday.
It'll be on a Tuesday, yeah. So I'll be interesting. I'll be interested to kind of take her and stuff like that and have her do that, because I remember she was super happy when we went to go see The Rock once. When they came to Vegas and The Rock was there. I've seen The Rock wrestle. I've seen The Rock win the WWE Championship.
No, I've never seen that.
I saw him in 2001, No Way Out. I went to No Way Out. It was at the Thomas and Mack Center here in Vegas. 2001, The Rock versus Kurt Angle for the WWE Championship. The Rock won the championship. What other match was there? Stone Cold versus Triple H in a 3 stages of hell match.
Oh yeah, you told me you did watch that one.
Yeah. I told you because that's still to date one of my favorite matches, because not only was it good when I watched it live, but it was good when I rewatched. When you keep rewatching, it was also good. Jericho, Eddie Guerrero wrestled.
Damn, I didn't get to see all that. No, I've only watched the
Undertaker.
Recent ones.
I think Undertaker wrestled, and I think and Kane. Undertaker and Kane wrestled as well.
There's some good people on SD right now, so I think it'd be worth it. And I would want to get some seats. It's because I'm glad it's SmackDown, because the seats, that means the seats are cheaper. Because when I went to the pay-per-view, that shit was
expensive. It's a T-Mobile too. So T-Mobile's a cool arena. I like it.
Yeah, it's a decent arena.
Mm-hmm. Decent. It's a brand new arena, dude.
It's decent, bro.
Dude, come on. Decent.
Anyways, let's go back to we are going to do our predictions for the Evolution.
Yeah.
And we can start off with the bottom. Sasha Banks, Bayley, and Natalya versus the Riot Squad, which is Liv Morgan, Sarah Logan, and Ruby Riott. I think that the Riot Squad's going to take it. Because right now, Sasha Banks, Bayley are nowhere relevant. I think this Riot Squad's been doing pretty good lately.
I think it's no secret here in the podcast. We've been doing this since like February or March, and I keep saying how much of a fan I am of the Riot Squad. Yeah, and I am a fan of the Riot Squad. I'm gonna give it to the Riot Squad.
We can agree on the Riot Squad.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to the Riot Squad. So.
I can't predict the women's battle royal because there's a lot of women in there, and there's some girls from NXT, there's some girls from the Mae Young.
I think this is going to be a surprise too, which is why we're on Wikipedia. I don't know who's on there. I don't know who the participants are, and I can't find it anywhere, to be honest with you, or at least. Okay, here we go. Okay, so here are some of the participants for the battle royal. So looking at the names, could it be an old school person? Could it be like a
Tori Wilson?
Like a Tori? Yeah.
But you get a shot at the title.
Oh, that's right. You get a shot at the title. So if it was an older person, that person would have to be committed to coming back and trying again. You know what? Who's got the title right now? Becky's got the title, and then Ronda's got the title. It's going to be a SmackDown girl. I'm going to say Asuka.
Hopefully. Well, no, I don't think so.
Okay.
Because Asuka was the last girl standing in Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
And I don't think they would. Would you? I don't think they do that. I don't know. To tell you the truth, I have no idea.
It's just it would have to be a clear baby face on the SmackDown side, because like I said, Becky's kind of in between, and it'll have to be a clear heel on the Raw side for Ronda's belt. So I don't know. On the Raw side, I'm just looking at these names. I can't see a clear heel or somebody that would be like.
Let's leave that one at I don't know.
And then, well, you know what? I'm gonna continue my guess. I'm gonna say it's gonna be Asuka. That would be my guess. Or Naomi. No, not Naomi.
No.
Okay. What about one of these legends?
That's what I was looking at.
I would think the legend that comes to mind the most would be either a Kelly Kelly or a Michelle McCool.
Michelle McCool is the Undertaker's wife.
Undertaker's wife, yeah. I can see
Zelina Vega.
Oh, I would love Zelina Vega to win.
She's so small.
She's cool, man. I like her a lot.
I don't think she'll.
I don't think so neither.
She has a lot going on with Almas.
Almas. Yeah, no, I don't think so neither. But yeah, I mean, I think it'll be cool.
You know what, bro? I don't know, so I'm just gonna go with. Is my girl in here? Mandy Rose.
Yeah, she is there.
I'll go with Mandy Rose.
Have you watched okay, did you go on WWE's YouTube channel and watch My Daughter's a WWE Superstar? And
I kind of saw some part, but
okay, they highlighted Mandy Rose a couple of, was it a week ago or something like that? On one of the episodes they highlighted Mandy Rose, and I thought it was a good episode.
Any bikini pictures up in there?
I think you'll be satisfied. No, she I mean, I like those, My daughter, my son, whatever is a superstar. It just puts some. It just once again brings some real life, real person, stuff like that. She's a nice girl with I think she's got an Italian family. It just makes sweet,
we know she's cool. Nice. We know she's nice.
Trish Stratus, Lita versus right now Alexa Bliss and Mickie James.
I think the old timers are taking it.
I think so too. They did set up on Raw where what's her name? Fox, Alicia Fox came in.
That's probably who's going to take the place.
That would be the backup, I would say. That would be the backup plan if Alexa Bliss can't go. And if that is the backup plan, if it is Fox, for sure Trish Stratus and Lita will be my pick to win.
Well, and technically this does not become if Alicia Fox come into the picture, okay. Technically this becomes an all old lady thing because Alicia Fox has been wrestling in WWE for 10 years.
Yeah.
What's her name? All of them are been there for a long ass time. This is the NXT or the Mae Young.
Yeah, this is the Mae Young Classic. So the
I don't know.
Io Shirai. I think that's how you say her name. I don't watch NXT too much.
Toni Storm sounds cool.
Toni Storm is cool though. I've seen Toni Storm wrestle before. She is dope, dude.
She's going cool. For Toni Storm because I actually,
and she's super young. I actually think, what is she? 23 years old. I actually think she could be a future of the women's division. To be honest with you, I think she's a super cool wrestler. She got a cool character. I've seen her wrestle a few times. I like her a lot. And then for the NXT UK Women's Championship, Rhea Ripley versus To Be Determined. Don't know yet. I've seen Rhea Ripley, bro. I've seen her wrestle once, I think. Again,
all these girls are so young.
So young, dude. So I don't. I've seen her wrestle once, and I liked her as well. I thought she was cool too. Kairi Sane, Shayna Baszler. We're getting that rematch that we got. Was it TakeOver during the SummerSlam weekend? I think it was.
Yeah.
So for the NXT Women's Championship, don't you remember?
No.
Oh, you didn't watch TakeOver. That's right. But it was so it is a rematch for Kairi Sane. Kairi Sane did defeat Shayna Baszler at TakeOver during the SummerSlam.
Shayna's gonna get her this time.
You think she's gonna get it this time?
I don't know. I'm just going because 3 of these matches I don't know none of the girls.
Okay, so you're gonna say you're gonna say Shayna.
I'm gonna go with TBD
to be determined. Okay, so you know what? It's true. We missed Io Shirai versus Toni Storm. I might be I'm probably saying her last name wrong. I'm gonna go with Toni Storm just because I like Toni Storm. And then you just probably have.
I'm gonna go with TBD.
TBD. Okay, so Rhea Ripley versus TBD.
TBD.
Okay, you're going with TBD. I'm going with Rhea Ripley. TBD. Oh, jeez, dude.
That should be a finisher.
To be determined.
Yeah, you don't know what finisher comes.
You don't know what.
Boy.
Oh, dang.
I'm about to become a wrestler at 30 years old.
Damn, writer. Oh, man. Kairi Sane and Shayna Baszler. I'm going to say Kairi Sane as well.
I'm going to go to Shayna Baszler because she lost last time. She's ready to win.
She's ready to win. Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair.
I swear they better let Becky keep it. She deserves it. I
agree with you on this. It's going to be New York. Yeah. I was looking at what the location was going to be. I was like, I'm curious how people will react. But it's going to be in Uniondale, New York, which is, I think it's Long Island.
It's a small venue. That's so fucked up. Huh?
No, it's not.
Small, 5,000 people.
No, definitely not 5,000 people. Look at that. It's good. Yeah, it's good size, man. It's a normal size venue.
Are they sold out?
I think they're close, if I'm not mistaken. Does it say this here? It doesn't say it.
And I don't think...
There we go. Base hit.
I don't think Nikki Bella is the one that's going to take the title from Ronda Rousey. So Ronda Rousey's going to
I don't either. So Becky and Charlotte, I'm with you. Becky needs to keep the belt. She needs to keep the belt. And you also say Becky's gonna win, right? Okay.
So.
And then Ronda and Nikki. There's no way Nikki's beating Ronda.
There might be some interference of the sister, of course. So we don't know how the match is gonna.
Dude, it's gonna be a double armbar. That's how close.
Probably.
I am not. No, there's no way. There's no way that that Nikki beats Ronda. No way that Nikki beats Ronda. Yeah, man. I don't know.
But yeah.
Oh, by the way, the Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair is a last woman standing match, which is the first
everything, right?
Dude, I mean, everything of that match and that feud is just screaming main event to me.
And I love that they're doing the last man standing because, believe it or not, these two girls don't hold out.
No, they don't.
They go all out, and they don't care where they throw themselves, what they hit themselves with, and everything. So yeah. I think that's awesome, and they showed us that when Charlotte Flair put Becky Lynch through that wall.
Yeah. So my main event is
Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair. I wouldn't even mind if I don't watch Ronda. So
yeah, I mean, yeah,
she's overhyped, guys.
overhyped rookie. Oh man. Anyways, yeah, man. Anything else you want to add before
that we close is all? Like we said in the beginning, our thoughts and prayers go to Roman, aka Roman Reigns and his family.
Definitely.
Hopefully everything does go well and it's
I'm sure we'll see him soon.
Yes.
Superman Punch Leukemia in the face, Roman.
Hey.
You Superman punch that shit in the face. He's gonna be back. He's gonna be back stronger and better than ever. Looking forward to it. But he definitely needs our prayers and thoughts and just everybody just send him good vibes, man. Twitter, stop being dicks. Send him good vibes, man.
Yeah, but there's dicky people out there, and there will always be dicky people for every dicky situation.
There is always going to be dicky people, that's for sure. Yeah, man, next week we'll have our what is it? Crown Jewel prediction?
Now that one will be a little better, I guess. We'll see.
Crown Jewel is going to be interesting because aren't they still trying to figure out what the backup is? Is it like, okay, for sure it's Saudi Arabia or what's going on?
No, I think it's gonna be Saudi Arabia. No, it's Saudi Arabia, bro. They keep saying, well, they haven't said.
So I'm saying
anything.
They haven't said much yet. I'm
sure we'll have a little more information by next Thursday.
Oh, I'm sure we should. We should definitely have more information by next Thursday.
We'll have a little bit more to talk about then.
But yeah, I mean, that is it for us today, guys. Make sure you guys check us out on YouTube. Check us out on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and yeah, I think that's it. I don't know.
Estafo Embel.
And
La Cosa. Wait, that's not copyrighted, right?
I don't know.
I hope not. Anyways, let's cut this before we get copyrighted on
All right, guys. Well, we'll see you guys next week. You guys have a good night. My name is Mike.
My name is Jonathan. Peace.